surviving. Connect with people, of course, that are moving in the direction of your interest. We call them mastermind mentors. What does it call? Mastermind mentors. Of course, the criteria is that they must have experience, experience. They must have a system, system, and they should be able to teach you some millionaire skills, millionaire skills. So all these skills are all learnable skills. So number one is problem solving skill. What does it call? Problem solving skills. Every entrepreneur is solving problem. Number two, leadership skill. What does it call? Everything. Number three is called people management skill. Number four, emotional intelligence skills. So you can see that these are the things you need to build people. Tell our people. These are the things you need to build a team. These are the skills you need to build an organization. So like MTN, Glow, Salad, Monty Sweet. These skills you need to build a community. These skills you need to build a business family. So all of us actually, if you don't like the family come out of from, you can actually build your own family. Of course, if you look at this relationship, it's called a significant relationship, or you call it a transformational relationship. What does it call? Transformational relationship. What does it call? They can only contribute to your success. They can slow you down. They can delay you, but they can never stop you. What the most powerful factor ever in this world is the one embedded inside of you called the determining factor. What does it call? Determining factor. There are two factors that are failure and winner inside of us. There are positive and negative inside of us. They ask you to focus on the positive, focus on the winner, focus on the giants, focus on who you are. The positive factor, which is faith, courage, commitment, passion, drive. Of course, you see them, vitality, fidelity, all these things embedded in you that will help you succeed. Acting in spite of fear. So these are the factors that will help you succeed. They're the factor in spite of fear. So these are the factors that will help you succeed. They're the factor that can stop you from being successful. Those factors are fear, doubt, anxiety, hatred, successful. Those factors are fear, doubt, anxiety, hatred, resentment. These are the negative factors that stop men from being successful. So today, we're going to focus about you because you are the most important factor. Tell your neighbor you are the most important factor. Building your dream business. That's the topic for today's class. Building your dream business. Building your dream business, okay? So we are looking at the subtopic this morning, which says discover your dream business blueprint. It's very important. Discover your dream business blueprint. So the blueprint is actually the reason for your taking action. What is the reason for building that business? So what is the reason for building that business? So because some of the reasons that we build our business is just to pay bills and die. Our reason is to leave it to our generation. Some of the reason is because God told us you are the light of the world. Some of the reason is because you have been struggling financially for a long time. So I'll give about 3 or 4 reasons why it will help you to be your dream business. Because a lot of entrepreneurs are already experiencing nightmare doing the path of being an entrepreneur. Some people quit their jobs and to venture into this entrepreneurship journey to build a business, to build something, to create something, to solve problems. But they're experiencing serious struggle and they find it difficult to fix the trouble. And most of them went back to their jobs. So let me show you something very important today from there. Because I want to take my context for the concept for today from Ecclesiastes 5:1-3. Ecclesiastes 5:1-3. 1-3. And it says something very important. It says that for a dream cometh through the multitude of business, and for a fool voice is known by multitude of his words. He said, for a dream cometh through the multitude of business. That means for you to have a big dream, you must be thinking something bigger. You must be thinking something gigantic. And why am I taking from Ecclesiastes? There's a guy, the richest man who ever lived, the wisest man who ever lived, King Solomon. He wrote this book, of course, the richest and the wisest man who ever lived. He wrote the book of Proverbs, Songs of Solomon, and Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes was towards the end of his life. In the beginning, he was totally yielded to God and to please God, to serve the people with his gift. In the middle of his life, he fell away, marrying pagans and then worshipping false gods. He went from being wise man to a wise fool. But towards the end of his life, he comes to realize himself that he has messed up. So he went back to God and wrote a book of Ecclesiastes. So he warned us that all things like us, that we will yield to God and save people with our purpose and dream. And he warned us to the danger of living under the sun. And the theme of the book was Life Under the Sun. That's Ecclesiastes. You know, I'm taking this because most of us want to venture into something productive, something great, something gigantic. But one of the biggest challenges you have is that you have to understand what the warning he gave to us about life under the sun. He said vanity and vexation. So vanity simply means emptiness. So, and vexations is a spirit you mean to torture yourself. So, he was saying that if you live your life under the sun and just for surviving alone, you've just wasted that life. So, there's a need to have a dream business, something that will benefit your third and your fourth generation. There's a need to start thinking significant. There's a need to start thinking succession. There's a need to start thinking about brand, so that legacy, a transformational life. There's a need right now to ask yourself, why am I on earth? What am I here to do? I need to leave my footprint on the sand of time. I need to create something that my children will enjoy, because the scripture says a good man leaveth inheritance to his children. Yes or yes? So, and what the best way to do this is to start thinking big. It's going to start from a blueprint, and a blueprint. The major reason why you should take action. Like I said before, let me just put the scripture here so that we can make reference to this. He said, for a dream cometh. For a dream cometh through the multitude of business. So the multitude of business. So when somebody is thinking, God has said so many things about business in the scripture. I came to do my father's business when he's there. When night coming where no man can walk. He has said so many things there. So, and he said that, and a full voice is known by multitude of words. So a full voice is known. Full voice is known by multitude of words. Is known by multitude of words. So how do you know what? How do somebody is a fool? He talks too much. How do somebody is actually going to build a sustainable business? He has big dreams, something big. I'm going to give you so many of the reasons, and that is why it's very important you understand that thinking before speaking is very important, because if you speak before thinking, it makes you a fool. You talk too much. So some people attempt to make you believe that they think that their words, they think about their words is very important, but their actions is different. So we have big dreams by building hospital, drive good car, live in a good neighborhood, but our dreams has to be paid for. Has to be paid for by a business. So, and like I said, God has said so many things about business. He said that seeth a man diligent in his business, he shall stand before kings and not mere men. It's a study to be quiet, doing your own business, working with your hands. So another word for a dream is to do something that is valued at the highest level. When we said dream business, doing some dream, of course, we look at it, write it down on your note, write it down on your note. This one is going to make so much sense. Write this one on your note. Another word for a dream is doing something we value at the highest level. Something we value at the highest level. When I say dream business, that means doing something that is valued at the highest level. So another word for dream, that means you are thinking of something that is higher at the value at the highest level. So a big business is a business with big profits, and because it's faster to make more money. I will give you big profits, 35% and above. That is a big business for you. So why I'm telling you this is because most of us wake up, you can't find energy to take action, can't find energy to take, of course, decision for yourself. So it becomes difficult. And for you to be a dream business, you must consider 5 things. 10 or 5. Number 1, your business must generate enough leads. Generate enough leads. So how many people can you invite? For you to build and you must discover that your business is supposed to generate enough leads. If you are really washing clothes, the business of washing clothes is not washing the clothes. The business of washing clothes is how many customers can you serve at the first possible time. So generate leads. There's customers. Generate customers. If you are barbing hair, you should know the business is not to cut the hair. You need to do a lot of adverts, have more people that can cut more hair at the shortest period of time. That is the business. Because the more hair you cut, the more money you make. The more clothes you wash, the more money you make. So the more sales you make, the more money you make. Especially when you have big margins, when you have big profit on top of it. So if you want to build a big business, the first question you ask yourself, how do I generate leads? How do I generate leads? Number 2, what percentage are you converting? Out of that list, what percentage are you converting? Are you converting? So I'm going to do prospecting. I'm going to invite. You send 20 texts, 100 texts, invite, make 10 calls. Out of the 100 calls, how many people are coming? How many people are saying yes? Maybe out of 100 that showed up, 10 says yes. Out of 10 that showed up, 1, that means you have 10%. If 2 say yes out of 10 that showed up, that is 20%. So you need to know how many percent you are converting. That is why KPI is very important. You cannot build a big business without documentation, without accountability. How do you know when you did well and when you did not do well? Number 3, to build a big business, you have to ask at what price point? At what price point? At what price point? For us right now, we know if somebody come on board, at what price point are you making? Somebody come on board with 49,90, you are making 3,005. You say no, we can't promote that one. 70K, that's 20,000 naira in our pocket. Can you imagine that? So the price point is big. So that you know if you can sell 2, 3 of course of those things, you can make more money for yourself. So at what price point? So you begin to say, okay, I'm buying this shoe at Aba for 8,005. How much do I have to sell it? Including my logistics, my transport, my expenses, my time. You can say, okay, I'm going to add 2,000, 5,000 on top of it to sell. At what price point are you going to make from doing the business? Because if you don't sit down to decide this, you cannot build a successful business. Most of you go into business and after some time you fold, you close because you didn't ask these 5 important questions. And number 4, of course, is at what point did you sell? 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 Did you sell? So most of us will do a lot of follow-ups. So the person will buy 4, 5 solo. That means you need to increase your competence of handling objections. Some of us, when somebody comes to buy your land, of course, the person has to go and come back, before you pay the money. So I want to so close with you. He comes to your shop. He doesn't feel so good that you can give him a nice clothes. So what happened was that he walked out. So you have to follow up and follow up. So because he has not seen that your competence has increased. So at what point did the sale occur? At what, if some of us, because of the way you dress, the way you talk, somebody don't need to ask you a question. You don't ask, okay, how long is the business? How is it real? Have you succeeded? How many people have you helped to succeed? How do you intend to help me succeed? So those few questions, you've answered the question, the guy will take the action. So you must increase your competence, you must increase your skills to make sales very fast. So what else do I serve them? So number 5, what else do I serve them? What else? What else do I serve? Do I save them? So what else do I save my customers? So I'm going to add coffee, sweet, chewing gum, calling them their days. What other value do you give to them? More personal development skills, helping them to save their money, helping them to invest their money, think about themselves, about financial literacy. What extra value do you add? For example, what we are doing now is not a company program. This is the extra value we add. Extra value. 8 to 9 is extra value. We add extra value. Of course, it's not a company program. We have to think, okay, what additional value should we give? So somebody will not just come and be making money alone. He needs to know how to manage money and multiply money. Manage. Multiply. So your blueprint will either come from, okay, let me say this to us. Blueprint, I'll give you 3 of them where you come from. Write this one the way I want to write it. The big dream is something big that you value. The big dream is something big that you value. Maybe, number 1, big dream is something big that you value. Big dream is something big that you value. So I'll give you something big to value that will help you strive. Even after this question, any business you are going into, it will also help you. A big dream is something big that you value. Maybe one, it comes from God. Maybe it comes from God. You value that when you hear something about God, you value it. A big dream is something big that you value. Maybe it comes from God. Because God told you that you are the light of the world. You are created in His image and likeness. So what if you get your identity from God? That is, it comes from God. What if you get your identity? Identity from God. Identity from God. So you're actually getting your identity. It's okay because God says I'm the light of the world. So definitely I will go and shine. God says I'm the beloved son. I will go and shine. What if only you believe everything God says about you? That greater is He that is in you. So you just believe that because God is in me, I cannot fail. What if that is your couple? We say, anything I lay my hands, I must succeed because God is in me. What if that is the major blueprint for taking action? Maybe just because of God, I want to make money so I can support church projects. I want to make money so I can be a blessing to others. I don't want to just be blessed. So what if the identity is from God? That is why you are pursuing the big dream. Maybe you have you have gone through life with a lot of emphasis, and then the reason for having the big dream is because God says you are in the image and likeness of Him. So you just believe that I am the image and likeness of God. That will help you to build a big business, because once your identity is for God, it will also help you to push forward. What the purpose of doing the thing is based on God, it will also help you to achieve more dreams. So I would like us to write this one down on your notes. What the first thing God says about me is that I am the image and likeness of God. The first thing God says about me is that I am the image and likeness of God. When God created everything, He said, let us create man in our image and likeness. So every time you talk about man, was about image and like the first thing. The first thing God says about me is that I am the image and likeness of God. Imagine entering any business with that kind of mindset. And God is awesome I am also awesome. So the first thing God says about me is that I am the image and likeness of God. So going to a business with that kind of blueprint, with that God, we live in a world of cause and effect. The major cause of your drive is that you are the image and likeness of God. So maybe what you value is your imagination as a result of what God says about you in His Word. You can write that one down. Maybe what you value is your imagination in what God says about you in His Word. Maybe what you value is your imagination of the result of what God says about you in His words. So what the reason for taking a drive is that anywhere I'm going, I must succeed because God says I am the image and likeness of God. So maybe what you value is your imagination as a result of what God says about you in His words. Maybe that's the reason why you just value to take action every day. If the God never fails, so I cannot fail. So anything God says about me is true. Let the other person be a liar. So maybe what you value is your imagination of the result of what God says about you in His word. So always acknowledge the godliness in everyone else. If you want to build a big business, you need a big dream that is beyond your imagination, that is beyond your selfish interests. So big dreams could be that you want to leave an inheritance for your children. It could be that you want to take care of your parents, because the scripture says that he that cannot take care of his family is worse than infidel. So number one is that it could come from God. Number two, how you can have big dreams that will help you build your big business. To discover one of the blueprints to focus on is that your big dreams might come from a compelling future. A compelling future. A compelling future. So you believe that you're not supposed to be where you are, so it comes from a compelling future. I can be more than this. I can be greater than this. I can know more than this. So it could be from a compelling future that you are being obsessed of having good experience, having good car, good house, supporting the business school. So it could be from a compelling future. That will actually help you to build a big business, because when you remember your future, of course, it must be brighter than where you are. It will help you take action. Don't do big dreams from negative reasons. Don't do it for negative reasons. Let me go and punish people. Let me go and arrest everybody that say I'm not going to succeed. So it could be from the picture of God's identity over your life. It could be from a compelling future. And I would like us to write this one down. If you want to experience a good life, then build a big business. So that would be the reason. Let me push the business. Let me not give up, because winners never quit, quitters never win. You want to experience a good life, then build a big business. Build a team. The team can sponsor your vacations. Life will give you anything you fight for. You want to experience a good life, then build a big business. Build a business. Business will buy your luxury. The salary cannot give you that luxury you want. You want to experience a good life, build a big business, because life will give you anything you fight for. Anything you fight for, life will give it to you. And if you don't fight for anything, you accept what life offers you. Anything life offers you. So you must fight for the things you want. If you're not ready to fight, then why complaining? If you're not ready to fight, don't complain. Just accept what life gives to you, whether it's poverty or not. So, okay, so number three, it could be for a compelling future. Number three, it could be for your people. Your people, I mean your family members. It could be for you. It could be for your people. It could be for your people. Like Moses identify the burden of Egypt. Of course, Israel in Egypt, and of course he has a vision and a burden to save them. So he even killed one of them by mistake, trying to separate the fight. So he was so angry when he sees his own people being enslaved, and it's one of the biggest burden I have personally too. I'm so angry. I'm so burdened to see people being financially ignorant, and then having a psychological poverty. It offends my spirit, because I know this person doesn't even know that the major cause why he's struggling is because he's thinking that he's poor. He's thinking that life is hard for him. He describes himself as poor, look at himself in the mirror as poor, and does suddenly believe that since my father and my mother was poor, so I'm meant to be poor. It burdens me, because I know this person is not poor. What the problem is that there are times and seasons. He needs to acquire knowledge. So it burdens me to see somebody living in ignorance and still complaining why his life not getting better. And as it burdens me when I see people complain about external factors, why their life is not working, not knowing that his internal factor is the reason why their life is not working, subjective, not objectives. So I try to educate and try to teach. So, and it's a major cause of my drive, because I don't want to see a life of people around me that are still so struggling, that are still living at mercy, piggy, that as if God never did anything for them, abusing the grace of God over their life. It bothers me, because I know you are more than enough. Touch yourself, say I'm more than enough. I am more than enough. Touch yourself, say I'm a success. I am a success. Touch, say I'm a millionaire. So it could be what the drive, it could be the reason why you're waking up. So I show up every morning because I feel you can do better. I feel that the only way to make the world a better place is that we rise by raising others. What did I say? We rise by raising others. A lot of people, we talk about unconscious incompetence. Some people don't know that they don't know. That's the problem. So you give them knowledge. And the people that don't want to actually help these days, people that don't want to help themselves, we'll talk about it shortly. But the people that don't want to help themselves, that they love poverty, they want to manage the poverty. So the moment you give them something once, knowledge, information, they don't want to accept it, leave them alone. Now I've learned to let people be pashed, be hurt, be pained, because the truth of the matter is that when somebody doesn't hurt, sometimes he will never learn. I can tell the truth, but I'll come to that shortly. So the scripture says that if you continue in what in this words, you are my disciple indeed. So you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So free from lies, that the bondage of lies that you have been living all your life, that you are broke, you are poor, that we poor men, we broke men, we poor masses. These are all lies. You are not the poor masses. Tell anyone about you are not among the poor masses. Yes, then they. Corruption is real, but that's not the reason why people are broke and poor. I know that darkness and evil people are everywhere, but that's not the reason why you are not shining your light. So the fact is that some people just don't want to stand up because nobody has told them you can do it. You can do it. Imagine keeping somebody around the campfire, everybody can. It's only a matter of time, heat or the fire will get to the person. Yes or yes? Keep because I know this person has been programmed for 15 years, 10 years that he is a poor person. So they believe that he's a poor person. So I know already that for you to actually add value to society, you have to, because success is not an event. Success is a process. Tell a process. Success leave clues. Yes or yes? Success is predictable. Yes or yes? On the journey of success, there's no, of course, elevator. Everybody must follow staircase. They're not staircase. So it's just that somebody climb the next staircase, because every staircase has, of course, its own lessons. And every staircase demands a new you, new competence, new skill. You must become better. A lot of people are not courageous enough to climb this next staircase. They need somebody like you to tell them, you can do it. You can do it. Get the next step up. That is what they just need. So that is what they just need. Number 4, your big dream must come from multitude of business that we came from today. Must come from multitude of business. So you can, this is one of the anchors, positive anchors you can actually come from multitude of business. So I want to build a business. I want to build generational business. Okay, I would like us to write this down under multitude of business. To grow big business, you must find a big group of people with big problems. To grow a big business, you must find a big group of people with big problems that are ready to pay money to solve their problem. To grow a big business, you must find a group of people with big problems and are willing to pay to solve their problems. To grow a big group, you must find these 3 things: a big group of people with big problems and are willing to pay to solve their problems. So why are you not making money? Because you've not prospected a large number of people that have a large number of problems and are willing to pay. So to grow a big business, 3 things very important. You must find a large number of people with big problems who are willing to pay for the solution to the problems they have, who are willing to pay to solve their problems. So to grow a big business, you must find a large number of people with big problems and are willing to pay. So why many of you are struggling is because some people don't grow their business because they don't solve problems for a large number of people. They don't want to solve problems for a large number of people. So like they, most people are like the dogs that laid on the nail. A story I had so many times. A dog laid on and he was crying, "Woo!" And then the friend of the owner, the dog asked the owner, why is the dog crying? He says he's sitting on a nail. And then why can't he not stand? He says it's not hot enough. If it's hot enough, he will stand up. So that's most of people do. They don't complain, oh, the economy is not working. It's not to go and find a large number of people with a large problem and find the people that are willing to pay and invite those ones. I want to tell you something in Nigeria, I know for sure. A country of over 200 million people, 200 million people have 200 million problems, and anyone you solve makes you a millionaire. Either the problem of making money or managing their money or multiplying their money. Everybody has money problem. Either making money, managing money, or multiplying money. So you waking up any morning and say, I don't have money. Nobody have money problem. You all have value problem. It's not value. I keep telling us money is a slave of value. What did I say? Money is a slave of value. So if you need money, you don't pray to God to give you money. Pray to God to give you an idea that solves a problem. Stand up and solve the problem, because money does not go to people that need money. Money only goes to those that create value. Okay, look at your life today. Anything that you value in your life, your clothes, your shoe, your car, your land, you use money to buy them. Because money is a slip of value. Your bank account is a true reflection of your value. If there's no money in your bank account, that means you are not solving point for last month. What is value? Value is anything that is useful to someone else other than you. So anything you can provide is useful to someone else other than you. That is value. That will pay you money. When you have more money in your bank account, you have more value, you are solving more problems. I say 3 factors. You must find a large number of people with a big problem and they are willing to pay. It will make you. So there are a lot of people that say they can problem of making money, managing money, and of course multiplying money. And some people just want to collect compassion and sympathy. They don't want to get rid of their poverty or their empty pocket. So those kind of people, I tell you, when you are giving to them, be careful, because your problem as a mentor is not to solve people's financial problem. Tell neighbor, my job, my work as a mentor is not to solve people's financial problem, but to teach them, show them, train them, mentor them how to solve their problem by themselves. So that is why when you give somebody something the first time, it's that we keep repeating this. I don't know when I'm going to stop this, but I'm going to repeat this a lot and a lot. When you give somebody something the first time, it creates an appreciation. Then appreciation. You give him the second time, it creates what? Anticipation. You give somebody the second time, it creates what? Expectation. You give somebody something the fourth time, it creates what? Entitlement mentality. Entitlement mentality. At the fifth time, it creates what? Dependency syndrome. Dependency syndrome. So, and you continue giving the person, the day you stop giving, it creates what they call resentment and hatred. So now, as a giver, you are, know your limit, because takers have no limit. So as you give the first time, give the person knowledge that will actually make him participate in the process of the transformation. Many poor people don't want to participate in their process of transformation, but they don't want to. I don't want to participate. Really. So the thing is, you need to understand. Someone that is not willing to participate in the transformational process cannot be transformed. He will reform. I know most of them, they don't like the process of prayer, but they like the results of prayer. They don't like the process of discipline, but they like the results of discipline. They don't like the process of becoming great, reading, studying, mentorship. They don't like it, but they like the result. And the result. I say some people just want to collect compassion and sympathy. Help me. No, but they're just the poor people out there. They have master degree and PhD in emotional blackmail. And emotional blackmail. And since I know you never give me issue. They know how to blackmail you. Stop falling for their blackmail. Tell them this time around. I'm not your governor. I'm not your president. See, it's better to give, of course, not grudgingly, not somebody boxing you. No, give willingly, so that give sparingly, give, but no later. Give with budget. Tell a budget. Don't exceed 10%. As far as you are not making up to $50 billion, don't exceed 10% charity. Don't exceed it. Tell them, okay, budget your money, all your income. Once you exceed 10%, this month, tell them, okay, my charity fund has been exceeded. Come back next month. Try again. Then try again. See, don't be obsessed about people liking you. See, let me honestly say, poor men want to be liked. Rich men want to be respected. So poor men, the problem is that you want people to like you. Everybody cannot like you, even no matter who you are. Even Jesus Christ, not everybody like Jesus Christ. Can't you know that? Even devil, not everybody like devil. Can't you know? Not everybody like devil. Not everybody like Jesus Christ. Not everybody like Coca-Cola. So moving around every day, looking for people to get sympathy, all this doesn't work. Write this one down. Some of us want to solve problems for people who cannot pay you. Some of us want to solve problems for people who cannot pay you. That's why you're broke. Some people broke people. You cannot be rich and wealthy. You cannot build a big business. Some of us want to solve problems for people who cannot pay you. Because remember when you are down. Okay, I remember when I was down. That's nice. That is not. You were down. You are not broke and poor to become. You not pass through sympathy. You participate in the process. That's why you are successful. Some people want to solve problems for people who cannot pay you. And why you do this is because you remember when you are down. But you fail to realize that you did not go through being broke to be wealthy by someone else solving your financial challenges for you. You did not go through that. As someone want to solve problems for people who cannot pay you. You've written that one down. Shall I? But you fail to realize that you did not go through being broke to being wealthy by someone solving your financial challenge for you. Remember, don't fail to realize that you did not go from being broke to being wealthy by someone else solving your financial challenges for you. Remember, none of us went too broke and being wealthy by someone else solving our financial challenges for us. No, we all participated. We all went through the same process. So, but I want to move somebody from brokenness to poverty to wealth. You know, go work. Allow him to pass through the process. No process. Allow him. Before I don't used to message, somebody let me just help you. But the fact that you help a crippled man in a wheelbarrow, pushing for a long distance. The day you are tired, okay, come down and help me push me. I'm tired. The guy will tell you I'm crippled. Can't you see? You have carried a bunch of problems all your life. So don't carry that kind of problem. If you're in a circle that you are the only the best person, that's you're the wrong circle. You cannot get help from a circle. It's a very wrong one. So it's almost fair to realize that you did not go from being broke to wealthy by someone helping you to solve your financial challenges for you. No, you went from being broke to wealthy by fixing your problem by yourself. You went through from being broke to wealthy by fixing your problem by yourself. That's how you became stronger. That's how you are strong. Difficult things they also came to make you strong. So allow them. If you solve their problem for them, you are not helping them, you are harming them. If you read book for your team member, you do not allow them to read that book. You are not helping them, you are harming them. You don't allow him to come and do the messages, the warming message. You know what to do. He said, I will do everything for you. That is called the management trap. You know, management trap. Or Messiah what? Messiah what? Messiah what? Messiah what? Messiah complex. Messiah complex. You want to become another Jesus Christ. The Jehovah shall die. The great provider. Okay, anybody that wants to become Jehovah shall die. Because you want to become great provider, you shall. That they can never solve your family problem. You can never finish solving it. It's not all the problems you solve in this life. Some problems die by ignoring them. Some expire with time. Yes or yes? So of us in attempt to solve people's problem, you are not harming them. You are harming them because you do not allow them to pass through the process. So sometimes you have to hurt people to help them. Because hurt is temporary, harm is a long term. Write it down. Sometimes you have to hurt people to help them. Sometimes you have to hurt people to help them. Sometimes you have to hurt people to help them. Hurt is temporary, but harm is a long time. So by the time you help someone not to pass through the process, the caterpillar I want to turn a butterfly, you went and you put the cocoon or the shell, the guy cannot come out again now as butterfly. Just like a child that wants that is behaving. You have to give me some punishment. And sometimes you have to hurt people to help them. You have to hurt people to help them because hurt is temporary, harm is a long term. Harm is a long term. Not allowing people to pass through the process of JS1, JS2. You don't allow them. You go and buy exams for them. Yesterday, last year, I was saying something on the internet that a lot of universities lecturers are complaining that most of the people that finish the right WAEC, they don't know anything, that their parents bought WAEC for them. And they cannot even write a complete sentence. In fact, there's a graduate I met. I asked the graduate to answer query. The graduate cannot answer query. He cannot say, which school did you graduate from? He cannot answer query. He cannot, it's something that which school they cannot. Because you are trying to help them, but you're harming them by not allowing them to pass through the process. Some people are doing bad, but continue until they become good. All of us learn by falling down. Yes or yes? That's the thing. So most of our children, you beat them sometimes. You give them punishment, climb the chair because you want to correct them. Actually, you want them to become better. So most of the time, why cannot build big business? Because you want to help everybody, and you and them go forward together. When you want to fix your business, you have to fix yourself first. You have to help yourself because some people are poor because their desire is to look rich. They don't want to actually be part of the process. Some people spend their money looking rich instead of investing their money. And to look, they want to be like something they know they are not, and they spend all their time. So where I'm going to today, where we're going to end today's class, is that you cannot build a big business without confidence. There's no confidence. That is the problem, one of the biggest problems. Most of us are not confident in ourselves. We are not confident in anybody. And why are you not confident? I will tell you today. And then we'll call it a day. Why are you not building a big business is because you are not confident. So, okay, let's do this right now. The major cause of lack of confidence in building a big business is breaking your words to yourself. Write it down. The major cause of lack of confidence in building a business is breaking your words to yourself. The major cause of lack of confidence in building a big business, after talking like this, gingering people, motivating, inspiring, creating values, the person go back there and he say, engineer fund, I cannot do it. The major cause of lack of confidence in building a big business is breaking your words to yourself. Breaking your words to yourself. You are the only one in the world who know every lie you ever told. You are the only one in the world who know every lie you ever told. So the major cause of lack of confidence in building a big business is breaking your words to yourself. Full stop. You are the only one in the whole wide world who ever know every lie you ever told. You are the only one in the entire world who know every lie you ever told. So you are the only one in the world who know every lie. You are the only one in the world who know every lie you ever told. So when you say I will do something and never do it, you remember that you did not do the last one. So you portray lack of confidence to the next time you say something to somebody that you know you are not going to do. So the thing is this: when you lie to yourself, it makes you lose confidence in yourself. Because when you lie to yourself, you just already remember anytime you saw somebody that will do this for you, you just remember that I lied the last time. So it brings your confidence down. So because the major cause of confidence is breaking your words to yourself. You say I will come to millionaire school like 8 o'clock and you keep coming late. I'll read a book and you don't complete everything you start. So it makes you lose confidence in yourself because you lie to yourself so much that it becomes a problem. You can no longer believe yourself again. I know one thing about life. People don't see you. People don't see us through our eyes. No, people don't see us through their eyes, but they see us through our eyes. Write it down on your notes. People don't see us through their eyes. They see us through our eyes. That means if you think that you are not successful, everybody, you suddenly realize people will think that you are not successful. If you think you are a liar, you suddenly realize everybody will start thinking you are a liar. If you think you are a great person, suddenly everybody will start thinking you are great. If you think you are a successful person, before you know, everybody will start thinking you are a successful person. Because people don't see us through their eyes, they see us through our eyes. If you're so shocked, I told you last time that our brain is a transmitting and a receiving center. It's called attitude. Attitude is the way you think and feel about yourself. So the way you think and feel about yourself is the way other people think and feel about you. So if you start lacking confidence in yourself because you lie to yourself so much that you no longer believe yourself, you suddenly realize everybody no one believe in you. I said that people don't see us through their eyes, they see us through our eyes. Write this one that is very important. Keep your words to yourself so that you can keep your words to other people. Keep your words to yourself so you can keep your words to other people. Very, very important. This will build your confidence to go out there and build a big business. Your blueprint should be that I want to go and build generational wealth. I want to become great and make impact. This should be your drive. I want to build a gigantic project. I say keep your words to yourself so you can keep your words to other people. Keep your words to yourself so you can keep your words to other people. Most of us are very, very, after escaping poverty with all this training, but you like to give excuses because you think excuses matters. You cannot keep words to yourself. Always giving excuses. Excuses are the currency we use to buy failure. What did I say? Excuses are the currency we use to buy failure. You don't keep your words to yourself. Always giving excuse for coming late, for the things not happening for you, because you think it's external factors that is the cause of the problem. Keep your words to yourself so you can keep your words to other people. I would like us to end this class this way. It's a very interesting one. Write this. If I've not written anything today, write this one down. If you learn to keep your words to yourself, if you learn to keep your words to yourself, you look at yourself differently. The way you have been seeing yourself before. If you learn to keep your words, it's learning. Underline the word learn. Because it's a skill. It's a skill. You must learn it. If you learn to keep our words to ourselves, we will look at ourselves differently that we have been seeing, and that is how to build your dream business. If you learn to keep the words, if we learn to keep our words to ourselves, we'll look at ourselves differently that we have been seeing ourselves, and that is how to build your dream business. How to build the confidence of building your dream business. Because if you're not confident enough to tell yourself the truth, nobody will even believe you. If you learn to keep our words to ourselves, we'll look at ourselves differently, then and you see yourself differently. If you learn to keep the words to yourself, you look at ourselves differently and we'll see ourselves differently. And that will build our confidence to build our dream business. When you do lie, to give excuse. The problem now is that you will be like this. I think let me give the last scriptures. I like this so much. Proverbs 25 verse 19. Proverbs 25 verse 19. It said, anyone will get confidence for unfaithful man when he's in trouble. That person is like a broken tooth. A foot without a joint is useless. I'll come back again. Anyone that has confidence in an unfaithful man, at least all should read for. Let's not busy. I'm talking. Open your Bible, either King James, NIV, any of them. 25 verse 19. I'd like someone to read for me as we run the letter, because this is the biggest challenge we have. People don't have confidence in them that they will succeed. Then the how I'm going to do? Their blueprint lack confidence. Talk rich tomorrow. They lie too much. They like to give excuses. Two major problems. Are you there? Who can read for me? 25 verse 19. Confident in an unfaithful man in times of trouble is like a broken tooth. A foot without out of joint, don't worry, is useless. They're not useless. So there's no need to believe a man that cannot keep his word. The person is unfaithful man. Unfaithful men are useless. They have capacity, but they lack commitment. They have capacity, no willingness to do anything. So confidence is an unfaithful man in times of trouble. It's like a broken tooth. Is useless. A foot without a joint, the joint don't come out, is useless. So good news. Okay, good. Let me hear good news. Good news says what? I like that one. Depending on what? Unreliable person in a crisis. It's like trying to chew with a loose tooth that don't come out. Walk with a broken no day again. You know what? Why you lack confidence is that you too lie to yourself. You too lie to yourself. That's the problem where you get. You too they give excuse to yourself. That's the problem. You are like a tooth that is broken already. Like when no day again. Useless. They're not useless. And the truth of the matter is that because you too lie to yourself, nobody believes you anymore. Even when you are serious, we can't believe you because you are lying to yourself. It's like a dog that perceives fear. When there's somebody, go and build business. Yes, I'll build business. But their blueprints, lie. They're not lie. They're not lying news. They're never lying news. So, the man is useless. He's an unfaithful man. One more translation. Someone should give me another translation. Amplify. Someone should amplify and elaborate for me today as we close today's class. I'm not a pastor. Your church is enough. No, my church is enough. Amplify says what? Confident in an unfaithful man. Calm down. As you go read book, you know, come read the book. The man is unfaithful. And they come millionaire school. Now you agree. Okay, you go do three things. Read book at the millionaire school. Say, I'm a member. I agree. Now you know, come do them. See what happened to that man. Confident in where? Confidence in an unfaithful man. In times of trouble. It's like a broken tooth. A foot out of joint. No useless. They're not useless. You know what? You go see that and say, you'll be a successful man. You're a great man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Amen. Fire. They call him now. Let's do the activities. He said, one more. I'm ready for you guys. One more. Message Bible. Message them. I'm coming. They're on message. Do like Sabino's. Message them. Make a message. Message them for us. Double crosser. Today you talk this one, you talk that one. And they come, you no come. And go do. If they blame you, think it's a naive the cause of your problem. See, nobody can solve anybody's problem in this life. Everybody must solve their problem by them. If you break any egg from outside, life ends. Any egg. Eggs that are broken from inside, life begins. Anybody that is not inspired enough to take action for himself, you cannot help that person. Check in now what they go back. So you cannot. Give a poor man something tomorrow, he will still be complaining. It's like a basket you put what I cannot be filled. Like pouring water on top of the morning. So anybody that says, help me, the person is meant is psychological poverty, not psychological poverty. So you should solve that problem first for him. And to solve that problem, he must participate in the process. The process. They like to complain. Meet poor men. Every poor man, everything is a problem. They said themselves, economy is hard. My father was broke. My auntie was broke. That is the reason. Because they don't realize that the source of their solution, message and finish.
Crossing a double crosser.
Yes.
When you are in trouble.
Yes.
It's like biting down and absence too.
Yes. Still, when they're useless. So today, to build a big business, you must have confidence. So have confidence, start telling yourself the truth, and finish everything. I define success this way. Finishing everything is success. Tell us success. You say, I'll brush my mouth, brush your mouth, you're a successful man. I want to be a footballer, go down because you're a successful man. I want to be a professor, go down. Anything you start in this life, finish. I want to take my bed, take your bed. I must read, I must read. Don't quit. Oh. If you quit too much, it becomes a habit. Failures quit too much. That's what is habit for them. Poverty is a habit. Wealth is a habit. Poverty is a behavior. Turn on behavior. Wealth is a behavior. To build a business, you must behave like a wealthy man. And how do wealthy people behave? They say, if it's up to be, it's up to me. Tell no, if it's up to be, it's up to me. How do wealthy people think? They say, I must, it's that I will do whatever it takes. Then I will do whatever it takes. Thank you so much. This is the best we can take today. Tomorrow, all the online community, I want to advise you, professional advice. It's not a must you take, but advice you take it. The advice is that please don't get involved in a business without a mentor. Simple. He that stands on the shoulder of mentor will see far. You know why? Mentorship is a legal shortcut to success. See you at the top. See you tomorrow. God bless you. Bye-bye for now. Okay, so for the rest of all, take your notes. What's your take home today? Do you learn anything at all? I want to be sure I wasn't talking to chess. I want to be sure I'm talking to human being. I want to be sure I'm talking to people that are determined to make significant impact in their generation, not just to be successful, but to make significant impact. So let me see your answer. You want to share with us? God bless you. What did you take home today?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
If I want to build a big business,